Boardrooms are the place where fortunes of great companies are written. And we, through this Boardroom Talk series, bring the unheard boardroom stories with all the pillars of good governance. Whether it is promoters, founders, independent directors, executive directors, women directors, or even investor directors, CEOs, CXOs, they all play a very crucial role. Now, Mentor My Board today is a brand known to even finance minister of our country. Our consistent efforts of last 5 years have been, it's been a roller coaster journey. And we launched various initiatives like Boardroom Talks, Boardroom Mastery for promoter directors, WOOM, which is Women on Management at Boards for women directors, Ideal, Independent Directors Education and Learning Program, which is specially curated for independent directors. We believe in continuous learning, and hence both Tattva series are well appreciated, by our members and the board aspirants. So both Tattva series are the monthly engagement series, which are case study based sessions where we do experiential mock boards. So do join momentum of good governance with us by joining the platform Mentor My Board. It's a subscription based platform. You can go to the platform and get more details about that. In the pursuit of building better governed boards with effective directors, we strive to create the community of 100,000 directors and create the opportunities for the board aspirants. The platform of Mentor My Board is the enabler for us to drive these initiatives pan India and with the international governance practices also. So last session we did around 43 boardroom talks with the eminent board leaders, and last two basically 42, and then last one this in this series. And today's interactions, let's get ready with our speaker for the day, our mentor for the day, our guest for the day is Mr. Manish Dedhia, who is the founder of MITSUCHEM Limited. Mr. Manish is the joint managing director of MITSUCHEM, and he has more than 25 years of experience in the blow molding and injection molding industry. MITSUCHEM possesses strong capabilities in blow molding, injection molding, and customized molding, which differentiates the company from the competition and makes its preferred supplier. The management believes that the upstick in the demand, especially from the medical and packaging industry, will bring good opportunities for the company. With the extensive product portfolio, the proposed new launches with the product innovation, the value engineering, the company is strongly approaching its customers with the quality products and high customer satisfaction. Mr. Manish is a very, very active managing committee member of All India Plastic Manufacturers Association since 2001 and currently serving as the office bearer from 2022 to 23 in the capacity of VP. He is contributing positively to the trade and industry and represents them at the various forums and state as well as central government. Now let's deep dive into the board leadership journey of Manishji. Thank you so much, Manishji, for joining us. We are live on LinkedIn, we are live on YouTube, and a lot of people will start joining in. So let's start this wonderful interactions with you. Welcome to Boardroom Talks. Thank you for accepting our invitation, and I also welcome our viewers who have joined us, on this Sunday morning. Let's start with deep dive interactions with you on your journey. Welcome. So,
Thank you.
Manishji, just to start with, your company started journey in 1990. Now, will you, share with us your journey from being a small company or a proprietorship? I mean, that might be the initial beginning. How you really, have evolved till today. So, if you can, briefly highlight on your journey initially. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Divyaji, and I really congratulate on your you completed 42 the shows, and really you are doing wonders for SME people. So congratulate once again. Okay, so about MITSUCHEM, so we started in 1990. So the company started with my eldest brother Jagdish Dedhia. So we started with a very small, and we started with the partners, some of our partners, but it did not went well with the product, and we had a huge losses initially. And I think over the period, and then my another brother Sanjay Dedhia joined, uh, and then we took over from the partners, and then I joined in 1997. So we have seen many ups and downs in the MITSUCHEM. We have changed a lot of product portfolio. So like till date, we have transformed a lot by adding our new products, adding innovations in our product process, a lot of things. So and we are still we are still struggling for going on, to get the best product. Always we say we strive for the best product to deliver to our customer.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think as entrepreneur, or especially when we really call the SME mid-sized companies, we always try to do better. And I don't call it a struggle, but I see it as a evolution and a complete
Evaluation,
transformation. You
yeah.
go through that process, and product evolution. When we really talk of, it's always our endeavor to make sure that we deliver the best. So wonderful to know your journey. Now, lot of times I've seen the small businesses, they really, feel that, oh, that listed space is not for us. We can't get listed, that's, for bigger people. And I think it was a really wonderful move by the regulators, by the Bombay Stock Exchange, National Stock Exchange, SEBI, to come out with the SME platform for the smaller companies. And what made that shift in the mindset of you and the promoters overall, which that it's the time that now you should get listed. What were the initial thoughts, and what was the confusion? Was there any risk factor? Did you have any fears? Because that's the most important challenge which a lot of promoter directors usually go through. You're
Go
on
ahead.
mute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. As I said, like we have seen a lot of ups and downs and everything, and always we were expanding our business, and I think then we came to know about BSc SME and NSE emerge. So I think BSc SME came first, and then and we were aware of a lot of things that they are inviting small companies, and so that was we studied that, how does it happens, and I think touchwood that we got a good consultants every time. So I really thank our chartered accountant, Mr. Vidyut Shah. He always a guiding force for us for to list our company. Yes, we had our all, at least we three promoters were there in a one sync that yes, our company should get listed on the exchange. So that was the one biggest positive point for us. But yes, there were other consultant on board. So I will say CFO Bridge, one is the startup board. He was also on a board, so he was not initially agreed on that why should you get listed. What, we are very small on this. So we were at around 80 crore that time.
Okay.
But yeah, after a lot of explanation and a lot of, I think, boardroom discussion made them everybody agreed, because I think that time I believed that rather than majority, it should be consensus, and that made us a good move, and then everybody agrees on that, and we moved on, and definitely that was a very initial time. Nowadays, like everybody knows what is BSc SME, but I think 2016 was a very new that time, and yeah, that's how we got into listing.
Wow, amazing. So now, after getting listed, what do you feel governance, plays important role in the growth of companies, and what shift, in your approach you saw when you got listed? Because I know, running a private limited company, a smaller business, in a closed group, kind of decision makers. to move to a very professional kind of approach? What was that shift in your mindset, in the mindset, the culture, even the I'll say the culture of the employees, the organization overall? So what was that shift you saw, and share more about that.
Yeah. So honestly say, like initially that was a fear, like oh, okay, so now 3 4 independent directors will come, what will happen, what this thing, I mean, like, what they'll ask questions, how the investor and the public will ask us. But you know what? I don't know. That fear was for a very small time. But the independent director, I said it was a very very plus point for MITSUCHEM, because they were like a colleague. They were like a mentor, rather than I heard many things about other independent directors also, like they for other things. But at least here I've seen they are really mentoring us. So that's a really really positive point for us. And yes, and always they also insist for the same thing, the good governance and everything, and we follow for the same thing. Before listing also we were following the same governance, and I think it was very easy then. So you did not feel or pinch more that you're doing something extraordinary. So I think that was a plus point for us.
Wow, that's really wonderful. I mean, in fact, if you say, in fact, I have been speaking to a lot of promoter directors nowadays, and one thing they always, kind of think that, are we ready to get listed? Are we ready to accept independent directors on our board? Because we have, kind of a solopreneur mindset, kind of, the family business mindset. How do we really shift? And what you said is starting to follow the basic governance practices from the beginning stage will not kind of have that pinch when you get listed. So that's a very very valid input from your side. Now also one thing which I would like to ask you is about the mindset shift in employees. How did your employees react to it? How did the best practices as far as the human resource are concerned evolved in your company? So, was there a shift in the mindset of employees that now we are, more accountability, or, more responsibility when it comes? So, what was that shift, or how did you handle as a director the human resource part of it? Because a lot of times it is said that, directors, they know how to, they know their product well, they know their business well. But human resources, a lot of times, one aspect which gets missed out while leading the organization. So what was your journey on that?
Okay, that also we were very I think we were fortunate enough to have many positive points side, such as, like we could attract very good talent once you listed. So people also have that mentality, listed companies you are going.
Right.
And so the people who are already associated with us, they also started a lot of things. So initially they also had a issues. Arey, kya hai? I mean, like, what you have to listed. So the things they believe that people say you have to complete, just for a formality.
Correct.
So I always say, don't do that for a
Correct.
formalities. Do it for, there's always a reasoning, or there is always a motto behind everything.
Right.
So then and that transformation also happened with all our team. So which was a very positive sign. So yeah, I say that's a good benefit for Mitsuken.
Amazing. That's wonderful. And I think when you really see your employees joining in your journey, I mean, with your journey, that
Yes,
takes the
yes,
company on the faster growth track. And
yes.
absolutely. Now, when you really talk of the governance, what was that one thing which was kept constant, during your journey from one client to 500 clients, and with now, I think today more than turnover of your 300 crore, and as you said, when you got listed, you were at a turnover of 80 crore. So, what is that one thing in your boardroom, which is constant? I mean, if I speak in that line, uh, how that one thing has helped you with this growth?
So I think you asked me two questions together,
Yeah,
but I will say so. One is a governance. So I think governance was always a part of Mitsu since many years before listing as well,
right.
and the listing made us more stronger. I said in a governance, and I think I believe in governance, and investors, the bankers have taught us many things that we always do governments, and they also compliment that yes, you are one company which we see really good governance, and that keeps us really motivate us for doing a better work.
Absolutely.
Sorry. So and we always see that once look how does the top 10 1000 company does in recent. So we have already just to add this, we have already adopted this BRSR
Oh,
reporting
that's nice.
already. So I know it's far away for MITSUCHEM for 2 years still, but we have already adopted. Whichever the top 1000 companies are adopting.
Wow.
So this is a small changes we are also bringing in our company.
Amazing. Amazing.
About customers, when you asked that from 1 to 500 customers, when you said, so like Mitsu is always known for his quality and innovation.
Right.
So I know initially, I mean, like I see both of the side is a positive, negative both. But when you want innovation, quality, so you have to pay the prices.
Right.
So somewhere once the product get established, maybe customers shift somewhere else or something, which is a ongoing exercise
Correct.
for us as well. So we always believe that you always have to innovate, you always have to find new customers,
Absolutely.
because customer is I always say, we always believe customer is god, and yeah, we also believe the same thing, because customer teaches us a lot of things.
Correct.
I think they are the best mentor for MITSUCHEM. Till journey, many customers are have taught us a lot of systems. Yeah, you wanted this. I mean, we wanted this. You have to implement this. So this is a really positive sign for Mitsu, that we always grow for. So we want this customer, so we have to implement this system.
Correct.
Same way the employee also believes the same. So I think small things, uh, uh, we achieved more customers. So last year we have added around 60 plus customers. So every year we add around 60 to 100 customers.
That's
And also see some customer, so some customer remain, some customers shift, some customers, like that
yeah.
happens,
That's
that
a business
happens.
cycle basically. That's a business cycle.
Yes, and we are also growing, so we also need more customers.
Absolutely. Wonderful.
Yes,
Great.
yeah.
So, I saw you recently got migrated from the SME platform to the main board platform. And when I shared, this boardroom talk series with few of my connections, one person immediately, texted me that I saw, they have been migrated because of their good performance. So, will you, kind of speak about, like, did anything change in your governance structure when you were on the SME platform, and today you are on the main board platform? What has been a major shift in the governance structure, and how did you deal with it? How did your board deal with it?
Okay, so if you really ask me, not big change.
Okay,
Because earlier in SME, we used to announce 6 monthly result,
correct. Half yearly, yeah.
half
Half,
yearly. But in our company, we used to also prepare quarterly balance sheet.
wow.
Earlier also when in SME. So when we migrated to main board, so the first criteria was to, you have to show your quarterly
Quarterly,
balance sheet, which was not difficult for us to publish that.
correct.
Rather, I said it's always a good for people, so you also come to know, where you are standing, and what are your challenges ahead.
Absolutely.
I think, yeah, only the visibility was a big positive change when you migrated to main board, and when we shift from SME to main board, that time we had around 1,300 shareholders.
Okay.
Today we have 10,000 shareholders.
Oh, that's amazing.
So I think that is also I can say a positive sign. That's it.
Wow. I mean, from 1,300 to 10,000 uh,
10,000.
shareholders, I mean, I think that reposes the trust on the company, that reposes
Yes.
the trust on the promoters, the value system with which you are running the company. And I'm sure, and one more important point which I really liked about, what you mentioned is you already started practicing what was expected with you, once you get migrated to the main board. So that's a good sign that the, even the company, the team, the your finance team is all set and ready for the quarterly kind of, reporting structure, and then migration would not have been difficult, I'm sure. But yes, that's a journey and that's an evolution. So that's really wonderful to know. Now this brings me to a next question. I saw you have done as a company some wonderful strategic acquisitions. So in this, how do you see the role of the board of directors? They played in these kind of acquisitions. So what was that discussion, which you used to do in the boardroom? That's something, really was amazing to for me to think of.
So I'm laughing because once there was a discussion in our
Yeah.
boardroom. We have just migrated that time,
Okay.
and when my discussion was going on about another, so we always discuss about our competitors and data also analysis.
Right.
So there was something was going on. So my one of my independent directors say, then why can't you take over this company?
Wow. Okay.
Wow. So it was, I think, 10 times bigger than my company.
Okay.
So, like I said, it's a very big. So what? You know, the positive things. What when they say this kind of things. So they know that yes, we have done two acquisition, three bigger acquisition with us. So like they always say, Manish bhai, this is nothing. You have to try and try.
Wow.
Don't worry about the finance. That will automatically come once you believe that you can take over those company. So I think that was really, really. So I always say, like, they are my mentors. Independent directors are my mentor. I always believe that. And yes, that was. So our boardroom discussion always go for a positive. Bolo, Manish bhai, we are with you. Go ahead.
That
So unless I mean, like, yeah, and obviously we always feel that due diligence is must. Whatever you do, due diligence is must. So they also help us in that.
correct. Amazing. I think this is something very, very inspiring journey. What you mentioned, that independent directors usually, are seen as watchdogs, and they're seen as, the people may hinder your decision making process, and that's, kind of a lot of fear in terms of people who are still to get listed. That what will happen if, external people come on my board? Uh, will I be able to take those free decisions? And I think what you mentioned is that gave you the wings to take that decision. The
No,
present.
but here also I'll add one more point is also, so you are always like, what you said is really right. Yeah, what they will ask, what they will, so that makes you on foot, that you'll be always answerable for whatever you are doing. So
Right.
that is also, I believe, that is also good sign. So you are, promoters are, they think when you are in a promoter driven company, you think you are not answerable to anybody,
Absolutely.
but here at least you are answerable to each and everybody. So especially for independent directors and the shareholders.
Absolutely. I think
Yeah, sorry.
absolutely. So, when we really, and I always keep speaking about this point, that, we all work as solopreneurs, we all work as, that, and being a boss of your own company, being, even in the family, it always gives you that, okay, we are doing perfect. But if there is someone to ask you, there is someone who's, you're making, being accountable to, that brings a complete shift in, the responsibility with which even the promoters take their companies to the next level. And I think that's the journey with all the successful listed companies might have gone through, I'm sure on that. So now,
Yes.
can you speak about your aspirations? I mean, you've already reached 300 crore. Can you speak about your aspirations and how you aim to create stakeholders value, and what one thing you would like to improve, in terms of your governance when you reach or you aspire to reach to that goal what you might have set for your company? So a journey from this stage to the next.
Yeah, so I think we have came with a lot of small steps till here.
Yeah.
Yes, now we are looking for a next like we have already filed for FPO as well,
Okay.
and we are yeah. So maybe we are looking for bigger growth in our company,
Amazing.
and that will be horizontal expansion and vertical expansion both.
Okay.
So definitely, yeah. So we are trying to get on the next leap very soon.
Yeah.
So you can see in next 2 years Mitsu on a differently.
That's really, really, I think that vision and the aspiration, what a promoter group can create for the company, I'm sure nobody else can do that. And the visionary promoters, I mean, I always see, and in fact, I still remember the quote by Honorable Finance Minister in the Women Directors Conclave, when she had mentioned that directors are on a continuous vision to take the company to the
Continuous.
next level. And I can see that, the spark and the vision in you. So I think wonderful interactions. We are all, almost reaching to our 30 minutes time slot, and we want to make sure that these interactions are very, very crisp and to the point, so that we are able to get the best golden nuggets from the wisdom of the directors we interview with. Now, the last question, in this talk series, will be one key message to all those people who are aspiring to get listed, but fear over compliance, transparency, and growth. So there's a fear of growth, there's a fear of transparency, over compliance. So what would be your key message to them?
Okay, so I know many companies, and I always inspired them to come on a board. So, and I have did this in the past, and 7 companies have already listed on a board.
Okay.
So I feel pride that that way. So by mentoring them that why you should come to the board,
Yeah.
this SME board. I always say, like many I know many companies who do good governance and good ethically business, and they really wanted to grow. So I always tell them nothing's changed, nothing much change. Yes, only thing is you are little bit answerable to some of the questions, and if you are doing really good, and if your ethics and your intentions are very good, I think people will motivate you rather than asking you wrong questions. So I think we should really list and grow with that money.
Wow. I think the growth capital, which companies need, surely lies, in the capital markets. And yeah, I mean, uh,
Yes,
there are 7 crore, 8 crore businesses which are registered under the SMEs and MSMEs.
yes,
Whereas only 7-8 thousand companies are listed. So the ratio is 0.1% in India. The huge corporatization, is going to come forward, and that's where I think promoters like you will really play an important role, who have already reached that destination, and now not only reach the destination but also helping others to join that path. So that's something,
yes.
I think, which is one message which I take, and that kind of makes me also think that you must come on our mentor list, where when we are speaking to promoters, and we will be simply saying that go to Manish bhai, it's going to tell us his journey, and that will be your kind of a road map which can be created. So that's
Yes.
really wonderful to have amazing interactions with you, Manish bhai. And it's a journey. I mean, when you get really listed on the exchange, when you really are taking your company to the growth path, and it's a journey. I mean, some navigate the journey faster, some navigate the journey slowly, some navigate the journey very fast. So and I'm sure, and I wish that MITSUCHEM Plast takes this journey on a very fast route, with your kind of leadership, your board, and the complete promoters group overall. So wish you very all the best for your journey, your FPO, which is for the public issue. and wish you lots of success in your journey of being listed, wealth creation not only for the promoters but also all the stakeholders of the company. And I'm sure you will keep inspiring lots of promoters with your insights on that. So thank you so much for being here with us. And let me share with all of you that all the promoter directors, especially that on 29th of July 2023, we have our Boardroom Mastery Certification Program, which is happening in Mumbai. It's one full day, a deep dive learning with eminent mentors from the industry, and that gives you a complete 360 degree of understanding of boardrooms, that how the boardrooms function, what are the shift in the boardroom practices from a proprietor, a private limited to a listed company where you have a professional board. That shift, how does it happen? And more details are available on MentorMyBoard website platform under the events section. Do join if you really want to take your boardrooms to the next level of growth, sustainability, and want to professionalize your boards. And if you are independent director, ideal is starting from 1st of August. Ideal is Independent Directors Education and Learning Program. So stay tuned for the next week boardroom talk with yet another personality from Indian boardrooms. Stay tuned and have a great Sunday with your family and friends. And last but not the least, thank you, Manish ji, for sparing your
Thank
time
you very much.
on the Sunday morning with us, sharing your journey of being a director of a listed company. I'll correct myself, a promoter director of a listed company, and seeing governance evolving your business, and to you also as a board leader. So thank you for being here with us, and really, really, amazed at your journey, and best wishes to you. Thank you.
Thank you.